Good evening, everybody. This is DJ Vinyl Vertigo, otherwise known as, or AKA Scott Elliott, host of the Thursday Traffic Jam All Souls Edition on WMNF Tampa 88.5 FM. I'm also a reviewer, official reviewer for Daddy Kool Records in St. Petersburg at 2606 Fairfield Avenue South here in St. Petersburg. And this is my second video review, and I'm going to be reviewing the Mavericks. Mavericks have a new release, Tex-Mex country, it's basically country band from Miami, actually. Moon and Stars is the name of the record, and it's really, really, really good. It's been a while since they put out something in English. Actually, the last release that they had was in Spanish, I believe, and one before that was all covers. So this is their first English-speaking release in a few years, and that's fine. Whatever they do is fantastic. English, French, Spanish, whatever they do, it's incredible. Led by Raul Malo on vocals, of course, Eddie Perez on guitar, Jerry Dale McFadden on piano and keys and backing vocals, Paul Deacon on drums, and then they had the Fantastic Four, Max Abrams sax, Julio Diaz on trumpet and percussion, Lorenzo Molina Ruiz on trumpet, and Percy Cardona on accordion. Cardona, excuse me. And they also have the help of some vocalists this time, some female vocalists, such as Nicole Atkins, Sierra Farrell, and Maggie Rose, excuse me. And also Max Abrams does a little extra saxophone on one of the songs. Really good stuff. 11 tracks. Really, they're ready to get back on the road, I think, and do it. I mean, I don't think they've ever been off the road except for a little short period during COVID, but otherwise they've been touring like crazy. But they're definitely raring to go with some new material, and I definitely would like to see them again. It opens up with with a real Tex-Mex kind of sound, kind of Latin country type tune called "The Years Will Not Be Kind." Very, I guess, self-evident type of song. They follow up with a song called "Live Close, Visit Often." This is a song that Raul Malo wrote with Katie Oslin, country singer Katie Oslin. It's a really great, fun, up country blues, more bluesy type song that he does with vocalist Nicole Atkins, and it's a lot of fun that they kind of switch off on vocals and stuff and do harmonies and all that, and it's really fun to listen to that. I think that should be their first single, to be honest with you. Live close by, visit often. It just has that real hooky kind of sound to it, so it's really, really good. Third tune is called Moon and Stars, and that's the title track. It is a ballad, sort of a strong ballad, with Sierra Farrell singing on that one with him, and it's very, very incredible vocals. I've never really paid attention to Sierra Farrell, and it makes me want to pick up something by her. Really good vocals, really just good hardcore vocals on that. And then they follow up with Maggie Rose. Is it Maddie Rose? Maggie Rose, yeah. A song called "Look Around You." Another great tune. That one is just bounce back a little bit. The title track is kind of a Tejano kind of sound, and then the next one is kind of like "Look Around You." It kind of has a '70s pop sound. It almost sounds like slow disco in a way. It has kind of like a vintage disco sound. Not that, but very laid back, almost like you could do the hustle to it. You know what I mean? It's really good. Look Around You. And the next song is called And We Dance, and that's a ballad, and that one, Raul Malo always to me had a lot of flavor of Roy Orbison in his voice, the timbre of his voice and everything. But in this song, it's really apparent that this is a song that could have been on any Roy Orbison record, and it's called It's called "And We Dance," and it's a beautiful ballad, just a gorgeous, gorgeous ballad. After which you hear a song called "Without a Word," and you get back to classic Mavericks, that driving, fun party sound that they have, that Tex-Mex, very, very driving sound. Almost makes you forget that they do country at all. Just a big, big, blowout song. Just, and it doesn't let you go. It's kind of like Dancing in the Moonlight, those kind of songs that they do like that, just really pushing, driving, driving, driving stuff. And, you hear the accordions throughout and all that kind of stuff. It's so wonderful. So I'm having fun. I'm having a good time listening to stuff. And they come right back to their country sound from Overnight Success is the next song, and has a very classic country sound. And that really works really well with their kind of delivery. Then you hear a song called "Here You Come Again," and Max Abrams plays sax all over this, and it's got a real soulful sound. It's very different for the Mavericks to me. It really makes me think of 90s, 80s, kind of 80s soul music, but R&B more, and it almost makes me think of Tina Turner when she has that saxophone player just doing those real strong little melodic blasts in between the vocals and stuff. That's what it kind of reminds me of. I can almost hear this on a Tina Turner record. I can hear her just wailing on this. And it's a song called, what's the song it's called? Here You Come Again. Here You Come Again. Really good song. I think that is another song that'll be a real popular crowd pleaser whenever they play that live. It's going to be really fun to hear these songs live, I'm telling you, because they seem like they had a good time in the studio. Seems like they really thought this out really well. They didn't want to repeat themselves, but they also don't want to lose themselves as well. So it's a Mavericks album, but it's definitely fresh, Then the next one is "Guitar and a Bottle of Wine," goes right back to this country, straight up country song, straight up country sound. Lots of fun. Into a Tex-Mex kind of tune with that Latin kind of Tex-Mex Texas sound. "The Name of the Game." And we're coming right to the very end. We finish up with a ballad. And this is very different. It's called "Turn Yourself Around." And "Turn Yourself Around" is it's a ballad, but it's not like a sad ballad. It's kind of like a sweet type ballad, and it's very, dare I say it, Beatlesque. It almost brings to mind Paul McCartney when he was going solo. It just makes me think. I just thought of Paul McCartney immediately. It's very Beatlesque. You'll hear it when you hear it. You'll know. It's got that real Beatlesque pop kind of sound to it, pop rock sound to it, and it definitely has that flavor, and that rounds off the album. It's a beautifully designed record, going into outer space, and again, very different for them. They don't usually, they used to show themselves on the covers, but they have all these different kinds of covers now where they just have just illustrations and things like that, which is fine, I think it works really well. It kind of gives the mood. But it's a very, very, I think, a lot of people are going with dark covers right now. There's a lot of dark covers happening, and that seems to be the thing right now. But it works for them. I think that I'll be playing this a lot. I think a lot of fans will be very happy to see them back to their old shenanigans, but also really intrigued by how they're reaching out to other areas. I mean, again, going back into this kind of 70s disco kind of thing with one song, another Beatles type song, another kind of 80s pop rock type thing. So they're venturing out into other styles of music, but keeping it with the Maverick feel. You never lose the Mavericks in this. You always can hear it. You hear it, of course, in Raul's voice, which is just a beautiful, beautiful tenor that's very strong. He's a belter, And he doesn't, he holds he takes no prisoners when he sings. He hits those notes and he's holding them, and he still's got this really powerful voice, and they sound like they're having a good time in the studio. Raul's writing some really great music, and he's collaborating with some people, which is really nice. And I think I give this 5 stars. I think it's a really good one. Really happy to know that this exists. Looking forward to seeing them come to town. And yeah, good record. And if you've never listened to the Mavericks before, they're definitely a great live band, but they're one of those bands. You know how some bands, they're great live, but on record, they're just eh. Well, they're explosive live, and they're just as explosive in recordings. They have a lot of fun in the studio, and you can tell that they have a lot of fun in the studio. They also pay attention to quality production, but they don't overproduce, which is what I really like about them. They're very loose and they're just loose and full, but the sound quality is just so there. So they know what they're doing, and yeah, it's just a. I think this is a great record to put in your car, or just stream it in your car, or if you have a CD player. If you still have a car that has a CD player, throw this sucker in and just hit the road. You'll be driving for a while. It's a lot of fun, even with the ballads and everything. It just really works really well. So if you're into the Tex-Mex kind of stuff, if you like good vocals, if you like great musicianship and fun songs, with some really great guests on here, definitely pick up Moon and Stars. You really, really dig it. And again, Daddy Kool is on 2606 Fairfield Avenue South, and they'll be happy to accommodate you if you want to get this record. So anyway, take care. It's DJ Vinyl Vertigo signing out and saying keep listening to great music, and I'll talk to you soon.